hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Using the quick game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Flames have it with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Good, solid tackle.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Gonna run it. It's Mason. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Pulls it in. It's Blue. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
Using his legs, it's Blue. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dances away. And they got him for the sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Second down now after the sack. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Quick spin on the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Finds his man, it's Adams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Off play action. The sure hands, it's Adams. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Wiggins.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's dropped behind the line of of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Looking for a crease. It's Blue. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He wants to throw. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways.
Touchdown, Flames! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the ball is intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fighting off the defender. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this, who punches the ball in the end zone consistently, almost.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it to the back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Liberty 24, Virginia Tech 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Virginia Tech, 14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they? And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Hokies want to move quickly.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they've...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.